Today's location features Plaster Creek running through it. It's Pears Park Nature Reserve. With both natural and paved trails, there's sure to be a lot to see. So let's go take a look. I love how the morning light is filtering through the leaves at the top of these trees. They're very small trees, they're just saplings, and the picture that I'm going to take of it, all you're going to see are a lot of dark vertical lines. Then you're going to see the light reflecting in all the leaves. So it's almost going to be kind of abstract, and I'm okay with that. Again, it's just a detail of the environment and showcasing the morning light. So this area that I'm in right now by Plaster Creek has a lot of character to it. So I'll probably take a lot of pictures from different vantage points in different areas, some details, some wide shots. What I want to continue to talk about is balance. So I'm looking to take a picture of this fallen limb, and I want that in the foreground. I'm capturing the reflection of the trees in the water. And in the distance, there's that stump of a tree. What I don't want to do is make it the center of my image. The reason why you don't center your subject of interest is because then the viewer doesn't look anywhere else. They just look right at the center of the image and they're done. If you add some leading lines and move it off to the side, then the viewer's eyes travel through your image and are drawn into it more. And they want to look at it longer and more often. So I'm going to use the fallen limb as a diagonal line in my shot, like I've done before. And I'm going to move over so that the stump is more over to the right. And then I have balance of the tree trunks on the left. So you've got some leading lines drawing you into the shot, and that stump is off to the right in the background, right where your eye is going to be drawn to. And the slopes of the bank help to also add weight and balance to the composition. Here's another shot of just a clump of grass by where possibly an overflow of water will run by, and the sun is just catching it. So you can just either get this detail shot, or you can pull out wider and get some of the background as well. So you add some depth to your image. Here's a dried out little creek bed or runoff from Plaster Creek. And I'm going to take the image with the creek bed on an angle going through my shot. We've talked about leading lines before, so it's bringing the viewer back into the shot, much like I use pathways for. And because I'm using infrared, I know that the ground is going to be dark and the grass or anything that reflects the light is going to be a shade of white. So this is going to be a dark thread running through white, and it's just going to have more impact. So I'm constantly thinking about how the infrared is going to affect the image. I'm looking for contrast because of black and white. So this to me is the ideal content for my composition. Have I found today's Tom Tree candidate? This one is certainly a strong possibility. It's got all the ear markings of it. It's falling apart. Looks like it doesn't have long to live because that base is rotting away. And it's got some scars, and it looks like some woodpeckers have done some work on it. And all the way up it has some lethal looking scars to it. So I'll definitely take some detail shots of it, but I'm missing the shape. I'm missing some intriguing shape about it. So I'm going to keep looking. Okay, I think I found it. Today's Tom tree is this big oak. It has some character to it. Look at the shape of it. Plus, some of the limbs are dead. So you've got some open space between the leafy branches so you can see more of the shape of it. Look how big it is too. So again, I'm going to take shots from different angles. Maybe I'm going to get the top part. Maybe I'm going to get some of these broken limbs. See how the highlight is right on them. And that way I'm going to capture part of the character of this tree. I have to tell you, this saddens me. To come out to a nature reserve or nature parks of any kind and to find carvings on trees, people's initials, people marking their territory, it's just like graffiti, only it's on trees, and it's never going to go away. It's going to continue to scar that tree, and other people are going to come by and see it and want to do the same. So some trees that I've seen have a number of carvings in them, and it just makes them look ugly. And I just think it's sad when you're out in nature, enjoying the natural surroundings, that you can't just leave things alone. You have to destroy it. So please remember, when you're out in nature parks, just take pictures and leave your footprints. That's it. Don't vandalize what other people want to enjoy and what you should be enjoying as well. Can you tell what I'm going to photograph here? How about this fallen tree that creates a perfect frame for the pathway? Do you see on the left how it's broken just at a right angle? And then it creates this arch and almost creates an H in the middle of the pathway. If that doesn't call out to me, I don't know what does. So I've got a diagonal line through my image. I've got two parallel lines on either side of the path that are trees. So it's framing it multiple ways, and it's got quite a few sections going on. So the pathway is going to be somewhat centered, but because of all these leading lines in it, it's kind of broken up the composition in a grid form. Each little space is its own composition. Paris Park has a number of different trees in it, a lot of different plants, and I want to capture the leaves of this tree above me. So I'm going to put it in the negative space, meaning I'm shooting it with the sky behind it, and since there's no clouds in the sky, that's going to be a good backdrop for me to show the outline of these leaves. Paris Park Nature Reserve is part of Kentwood's Parks and Trails. For more information, check out kentwood.us. Thanks for exploring with me. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you liked it and learned something new. If you did, consider subscribing to my channel and getting notified when a new video posts. And I hope to see you out on the trails.